All right, people, we back for another one. It's your boy Tommy Guns. This is the Quote Goats podcast. And the question of today is, when did love become monetized? But before we get into that, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and be sure to jump in the comment section and let me know y'all thoughts on said topic. Let's jump right into it.
Trying to see at what point in life did love become monetized. Because I remember at one point in time in life, like I was talking about catching the bus earlier, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could be, like I could love a person, like real love, man, we gonna catch the bus together. We'll sleep on the floor together. We'll sleep in the, I'm being honest. That's like real love. I'm talking about real unconditional.
I get what he's saying. I remember I had a conversation with another creator once. She was like a relationship coach, and I posed the same question. Maybe I didn't articulate it as well as he is about to, but I was like, you know, she was like, and I feel like a lot of women these days who are more vocal and on the internet, they put a big, and men too, but they put a lot of emphasis on, you know, a man's wallet, how much a man can provide, how much money he makes a year. And I hear men saying, you know, if you broke, like you don't deserve love. You don't deserve a companion until you can afford one. Like you have to, like men these days have to buy love. And it's like, what happened to just falling in love with somebody just for the sake of them being the one and y'all gradually coming up together? What happened to that? It's like people want the finished product on both sides, and I think that social media contributes a lot to that, and I think that's not the healthiest thing for society.
Unconditional love do not come with a price. It don't come with a number. When you really love somebody, you don't even think about the real love. Don't think about the money. The money just come. The bread come. The 50-50 or whatever, 60-40 or 110 or whatever. It just come with the territory when the love is real and genuine. You don't gotta ask these questions.
Exactly. Like, and again, it's social media. It's all these street interviews that you see where, you know, a guy will pose a question to a random, you know, more thotty looking girl on the street in Miami somewhere with half a skirt on, and he'll be like, how much does your man have to make a year? And she'll be like, oh, $1 million. He'd be like, $1 million? What about 100,000? She'll laugh at it. And then people proceed to jump in the comments like and say, you know, outlandish stuff. Like the most outlandish, outrageous stuff is posted for the virality of it. And people comment the most outlandish stuff to get their comment liked the most and to be at the top of the post too, you know. And these are, in my opinion, the more vocal, attention-seeking people in society. But what I want people to realize is that we don't live in such a black and white world where, you know, everybody or in every relationship fits into this stereotypical box. Don't be fooled by social media, because it's a lot of gray area out there, and it's a lot of very normal and nuanced relationships out there that don't have nothing to do with all these narratives that people try to push, you know, in podcasts and online content. You know what I'm saying? I think real love still exists. Unconditional love still exists. It's just not as publicized as, you know, the farther side of each, you know, stereotypical narrative of men and women.
You don't gotta ask what kind of man you want. You don't gotta ask, is we going 50-50? You don't gotta ask what kind of car we gonna drive. You don't even gotta ask what we gonna eat tonight. Real love, we'll bust down a peanut butter jelly sandwich and be happy and love each other. The problem is people not loving each other no more. People loving lifestyles. So it's like, I want to love the man that can give me a lifestyle, or I want to love the woman that makes me look like I'm the man that got the lifestyle. That's what it is. It's the idea of people thinking about how the relationship can change their life instead of just saying like, I just love you. I love you too.
That's profound, man. And if you only pay attention to social media, that will be your thinking, you know. And the younger generations, the more generations pass, the more people are on social media, and that's why marriage rates are going down. That's why nobody wants to settle down, find real love, have babies anymore, have kids anymore. That's why a lot of people opting out of, you know, procreation these days. It's really a trickle down effect. And it's, you know, it's why the majority of women are on, like, you can keep going down the line. It's like why so many of the women in society are on OnlyFans, you know, and the majority of men in society are opting out of relationships because they feel used and abused, and like they only are wanted for their wallet. So they'll rather pay $5.99 or $19 or $10 or $9.99 just to go jerk off on OnlyFans and completely avoid what seems like the hassle and the misery of being in an unfulfilled relationship with a woman who only wants whatever lifestyle he can afford her. And it's really sad what's happening in society because of, you know, the narratives that, you know, are pushed to the top of every social media feed for the views and the likes, you know.
And we just good. Like, we can go fly kites on Sundays. We can
fly
and you know what's crazy? It's real love out kites? Here. That is the love really that's lasting, but we don't publicize that love.
Right.
And that's why people don't understand or know it, because we don't see enough of that. We see demonetized love. And that's why we also fucked up emotionally, because we're not glorifying that kind of love. And that kind of love exists. It's happening every day. Those type of people they don't care about the social medias. They don't care about none of that shit.
Facts.
I love that. And it's great. Hold on, Alan.
But check out what this young lady right here about to say. She about to completely disregard everything he just said.
But very poetic. If you looked at 8 at the table in 2020, I sounded just like you. No, I'm so serious. I sounded just like you. But the thing is, we do see that kind of love. It's on TV.
I see it in real life.
It's in movies, but love isn't enough to build a relationship. It's not enough.
Why not?
Build
it?
How love ain't enough to build a relationship?
There's so much other factors that need to work other than just love. Like, we can love each other. We can love it. We could be in love.
You know what? Let me show you something.
Love ain't enough. I mean, I feel what she's saying. If you live enough life and you in enough relationships, I can understand where she's coming from. Sometimes in relationships, or maybe a lot of times in relationships, you can love a motherfucker to death, but a relationship can't survive long term. This is what she's trying to say, off of love alone. Because, you know, some people say love is fleeting. Love will fade if all the other factors aren't there. But I think real, genuine love is the seed for everything else that you would ever want and need in that relationship and in life. If it's real, true, genuine love with no ulterior motives and truly unconditional love. I'll say it like that.
You know how Future said? You know how Future say it was the love for my grandmama that made me want to do better. Love will activate everything else in you, baby girl. Love will activate that hustle love because I love you so much. Even though I love you so much that you sleeping on this floor with me, girl, I'm going to get us off of this floor.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you everything in the world that you want. Or, you know what I'm saying? Love is, it activates that dog in you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you and that person love each other, man, y'all love each other so much that y'all want to see each. I love you so much. I want to know everything about you, all your wants, all your needs, everything you want. And I want to help bring that to life. Love is more than enough to be. Love is an intense, deep feeling of affection for somebody. And an intense, deep feeling of affection for somebody can make you motherfucking do some strange things for them.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. He put it just like I would have put it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the moral of the story is, and what we can take away from this is that, you know, don't be fooled by what you see on social media, especially in the more, you know, ratchet spaces. You know, don't be fooled by, you know, what the Meg Thee Stallions and you know, the Sexy Reds and you know, the Lottos and the what's the new chick that's kind of hot, right? Not Cardi B, but the one that sound like a man, Glorilla. Yeah, you know, no disrespect to her, saying she sound like a man or whatever, but you know, they the ones that preach you like, you know, how much money you got, nigga, blah blah blah, what you gonna do for me, you gonna buy me a bag type. Like, they not in real life. They do want to be loved, but they selling you the idea that you should be a whore, you should be the thought that's only looking for a bag and, you know, and is willing to be a prostitute for it and sell yourself out just for money and a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really unfulfilling in the long run. And, you know, you only young and cute for a while, and where you can get away with that shit. And I think, and if you a man, like, don't be fooled by, you know, the podcasts and the whatever podcast and the fresh and fits that make it seem like every woman is out to get you. You know, every woman is, you know, a gold digger and just has some strange ulterior motive and, you know, only wants a certain thing from you. No, real love exists. Real, genuine, unconditional love exists. It happens every day, like Buddy just said. You know what I'm saying? So don't get discouraged. And get, like, I know y'all watch me every day, but as far as like being on social media, scrolling on Instagram with all the booty models and this and that and the like detox from that sometimes. Live in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Don't let what you see online get you discouraged and not make you want to be in a relationship and pursue like a real, genuine connection with somebody, because it does exist. That's the best way to be in a relationship. Don't go into relationships with ulterior motives, and I think the world will be like a much better place. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Once again, this is the Quote Goats podcast. I go by the name of Tommy Guns. And subscribe to the channel, like this video, help me out in the algorithm. We trying to run it up this year. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.